In this video, we will see that how we can assign structure tree to the different components of the bridge model in the CIM project. And for that, we have modeled a RC girder bridge having two pier sets composed of pier cap, pier pile cap, and the pile sets along with the PCC. And in the superstructure, we are having a RC girder with the deck slab, bitumen layer, crash barriers, and the cross beams. We have defined a structure tree into the CIM project as well, mentioning the RCT Gutter Bridge as a main branch and sub branches as 1.1 and 1.2 for the superstructure and the substructure. We have classified the superstructure 1.1 into the four different classes, starting from 1.1.1 as a deck with T girder and going on with cross beams, crash barrier, bitumen layer. Similarly, in the substructure, we have defined two groups, peer A and the peer B, and both are having identical naming values, starting with peer cap, peer, pile group, and the PCC. Now let's see how we can assign this structure tree to the components of each of the member. One approach is we will select a particular object into the model window. We'll go to the properties of it. Under the property ribbon, we are having a fourth option having a rhombus shape. We'll click on it, and under it, we'll find a structure tree definition. So as we know, this is the peer A and this is peer B. So under the peer A, we are having a pile group. So what we'll do, we'll just click on this name. First, the level will be the RCT girder bridge, which is the one level. And next, we will be having a 1.2 as a substructure. And under the 1.2 substructure, we will be having a peer A group. And under that peer A group, we are having a pile group. So this object belongs to this particular structure tree. We can click on the green tick. And similarly, we can define and assign all the structure tree to these components. But if you include rebars, tendons, stiffeners, bolts for specific projects, it will be very difficult to select all the elements and define the structure tree into their properties. So what we'll do, we'll just go to the assign option under the base ribbon. From the first drop down, we will select common option, and under the property, we will select structure. And under the structure, we can choose and define the structure tree. So our first level will be same RCT girder, and the second will be either it can be superstructure or substructure. First, let's define the substructure part. So we'll choose the 1.2. And first of all, in the substructure, we will be defining for the peer A structure. And under the peer A, we want to go for the peer cap first. So we'll select the peer cap for the fourth level. Now we'll click on this select target option. We'll select this peer cap and we'll click on the blue plus to add the structure tree to this particular component. Similarly, we'll be defining it for the peer. So we'll just change the peer cap to peer and we'll select the peer in the model window and we'll click on the blue plus button to add the structure tree. Similarly, for the pile cap, we'll follow the same process again and again. Now for the pile group, using the cursor cross selection, we'll be selecting the entire four columns. So it mentions 4 selected. And at the last, we are having the PCC slab below the foundation level. Similarly, we can define for the peer B as well. Now, if you want to go for the superstructure definition, we will go to the second level. And from the second level, we will choose the superstructure part. Now, under the superstructure part, we are having only one sub-branch, 1.1.1, deck with T girders, cross beams, crash barriers, and bitumen layers. None of these have any other sub-branches or any further classification. So what we'll do, we'll click on this bitumen layer option. Now you can see there is no further classification mentioned. So we'll just click on the select target option. We'll select the bitumen layer and we'll click on the blue plus button to add the structure tree. Same way, we'll select cross beams. Now holding the control key and mouse left click button, we'll select all the cross beams in a go. And we'll click on the blue plus to add the cross beams to the structure tree. Similarly, we'll define the crash barrier while holding the control key and the deck with T girders. So we are having different components, single and the tapered member. So we have selected all the RCT girders with the deck slab, and now we'll click on the blue plus button. We'll close this option. Over here, if we go to the foundation and go to the properties and check for the structure tree option, you can see it is mentioned that RCT girder bridge is a first level and it is going for the second classification as a 1.2 for the substructure, and it is further classified under the Pier A for the pile cap. So that is how easily we can assign the structure tree group to the components of the bridge model into the CIM project.